What's up, everyone? Logan Freeman here with Midwest CRE Advisors, and welcome back to another planning and zoning update for the Kansas City Market Pulse. Kansas City, Missouri held 2 City Plan Commission meetings in April, and there was significant movement across airport area land planning, industrial redevelopment, multifamily reinvestment, retail corridors, schools, and residential expansion. Let's break down what matters most for investors, developers, brokers, and business owners. One of the biggest stories this month was approval of the KCI Area Plan. This covers a large area, generally bounded by the Kansas City city limits to the north, Highway 152 to the south, the Platte and Clay County boundary to the east, and city limits to the west, excluding the village of Farrellview. Why does that matter? The airport district continues to be one of the most important long-term growth zones in the metro. With Kansas City International Airport already driving logistics, industrial demand, hotel activity, and commercial expansion, this type of area plan often sets the stage for future infrastructure investment and private development. Another major airport area item was the Hub project at 12,220 Northwest Skyview Avenue. This proposed 23-acre development requested an area plan amendment from residential, low density to commercial, rezoning from AGR to B41, and approval of a non-residential development plan, allowing multiple buildings and a variety of uses. City staff recommended denial, and the commission continued all 3 requests to May 20th. That tells us this land still has development interest, but the city likely wants more refinement before approving a commercial project of that scale near the airport corridor. One of the most interesting approvals happened at 6655 Troost Avenue for Meanwell Power Solutions. This 2.5-acre site received an amendment to the SWOPE area plan from open space and buffer to commercial, rezoning from B42 and R5 to B43, and approval of a development plan for 2 principal buildings on 1 lot with limited manufacturing use. The project was approved with conditions, including added screening efforts for nearby residential neighbors. This is notable because Troost continues evolving from an overlooked corridor into a real employment and redevelopment corridor with mixed commercial uses. At Antioch Crossing, located at the northwest corner of Northeast Vivian Road and North Choteau Trafficway, the commission approved a major amendment across approximately 42 acres to change permitted uses. When you see a 42-acre commercial node receive flexibility on uses, it often signals future redevelopment, tenant repositioning, or fresh retail and service users entering the corridor. Another notable approval came at 5019 Raytown Road. The city approved a development plan for outdoor storage and warehousing on approximately 9.7 acres in an M1-5 zoning district. For industrial users, contractor yards, fleet operators, and outside storage demand, this type of entitlement can be extremely valuable. At 46th Street and Pennsylvania Avenue, a development plan was approved on approximately 1.5 acres, allowing construction of a new parking garage. This garage supports nearby Plaza area apartments and was approved with conditions. That tells us existing multifamily ownership groups are still willing to deploy capital into urban infill assets where parking remains critical to rent growth and tenant retention. Another watch case involved the former Embassy Suites site at 220 West 43rd Street near Broadway and Mill Creek Park. This request was for accessory parking on approximately 1.86 acres. Staff recommended denial, but the commission approved the request with conditions, shortening one term from 5 years to 3 years and requiring coordination with the Parks Department. That area near the Plaza in Westport remains strategically important, so any repositioning of land there deserves attention. In Westport, a proposal to amend the overlay district across approximately 62 acres to allow drive-thru facilities with a special use permit was denied. That shows Kansas City continues prioritizing pedestrian character, traffic flow, and urban design standards in one of the city's most iconic entertainment districts. North Kansas City's residential growth story also continued. Cadence 5th Plat was approved on approximately 15 acres near Northwest 104th Street and North Liberty Street, creating 58 residential lots and 2 tracks. Retreat at Woodhaven Phase 1 was approved on approximately 27 acres near Northwest 100th Street in proposed Northline Creek Parkway. At Viewpoint at Brookwood, near 7,600 Northeast Shoal Creek Parkway, approvals were granted for a dog park on approximately 0.25 acres in a swimming pool with pool house on approximately 0.75 acres. These are important signals because rooftops drive retail demand, service demand, and future commercial land value. Kansas City also approved a special use permit for an addition to Park Hill High School on approximately 95 acres at the southwest corner of Northwest Berry Road and North Congress Avenue. And that means continued institutional investment and population support in the Northland. A rezoning was also approved at the southeast corner of North Broadway and Northwest Berry Road on approximately 3.5 acres from B1-1 to B2-1. Commercial rezonings like this often create better flexibility for future retail, neighborhood services, and small business users. The takeaway from April is clear. The airport corridor continues